All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. Today, I'm going to be doing my picks for the Cookout Southern 500, the first race of the round of 16, and the first race of the NASCAR playoffs. This race used to be called the Bojangles Southern 500 from 2010 to 2019, but they switched the name this year, and I really like the name for this race. Before we get into this race, let's talk about the weather. There is a 20% chance that it will rain as of right now. Very small chance. Partly cloudy skies for Sunday's race. I am very excited about the Southern 500. And anyway, let's get into picks. And before I explain picks here, for the regular picks, I'm going to be doing, for the pick series, I'm going to be doing all drivers, not just the playoff drivers, but for the ones to watch, I'm going to be focusing on the playoff drivers. So for the ones to watch in the race, they're not the drivers I pick. I'm going to be doing that for the playoff drivers who are not drivers that I pick for the regular picks. So we got the Southern 500. We get throwback race, one of my favorite races of the year. I am extremely excited for this race. You guys have no idea. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into picks for this race. So let's do the suck pick. Who is going to suck this weekend? I think Ryan Preece is going to struggle this weekend. Ryan Preece has historically not been great here at this racetrack. He did get 20th in race 1 earlier this year, but he hasn't had a lot of great finishes. He finished 37th in the second race at Darlington last time, and he finished 20th. I mean, he really didn't run that great throughout the race to begin with. I mean, if he can get the pole, which he's not even on the pole, but Ryan Preece, I think, is going to struggle this weekend. I think the JT Doherty boys are going to really struggle this weekend, including Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who is not in the playoffs this year. And Preece has just kind of struggled since joining JTG Doherty Racing. I think that's why Ryan Preece is going to struggle here at Darlington. Up next, the underdog pick. My underdog pick ran really well in both races last time we were here. He got a top 10 as a rookie this year and was contending for a top 5 finish a lot of the day, was running top 5. And the high line, I think, could be a major advantage for this driver. I'm going to pick Tyler Reddick as my underdog pick for this race. Tyler Reddick is really good here at Darlington. He's ran really well in all the series that we've ran here, Xfinity and Cup. And I think that him having the high line as a major advantage for himself, I think Tyler Reddick will be very strong here at Darlington International Speedway when we take the green flag Sunday night. And now we get into the winner's pick for this race. My winner is having statistically is having possibly his strongest season he's ever had, and he's won multiple Southern 500s in the past. He won the race in 2010 and won the race in 2017. Yes, it was considered encumbered, but he won this race in 2017. And he also won the last time we ran here at Darlington, and ever since then, he's just been on a tear. I'm picking Denny Hamlin to win this one. I think Denny Hamlin is going to come into the playoffs, be really, really strong, and I think he will be the favorite going into this race. I know some people are going to be picking Kevin Harvick to win this one because he did win one of the races earlier, but I do think that Denny Hamlin is going to go out there and win the Southern 500 this year and get his third Southern 500 victory and add on to possibly the best season he's ever had. I think Denny Hamlin is having a career year this year, and I feel like he has a very likely opportunity that he will go out there and win the Southern 500 this year. Now, here are the drivers to watch for the Southern 500. First one, Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick is having a Jeff Gordon-style season this year like he had in 1998. Kevin Harvick has just been so consistent this year. I think he's only finished outside of top 10 this year once or twice. And he won the first race back from the pandemic, which was at Darlington International Speedway. I think Kevin Harvick has a very good shot to get his second Southern 500 victory and his third win this year. Another driver you need to really watch out for here in the Southern 500 is Martin Truex Jr. Martin Truex Jr. has ran really well at this track historically. He almost won the 2017 race. Without that flat tire, he probably would have won the race and beat Denny Hamlin. And he's been on a major tear. His worst finish since July is 4th place. There is a very high chance he either gets top 2, top 3, or goes out and gets the second win of the year. I think he's starting to pick it up with James Small. Next driver, Chase Elliott. I think Chase Elliott has a very likely shot of going out there and winning the Southern 500 this year. He ran really well last year in the Southern 500, ran top 5 pretty much most of that night. I think he finished top 5 as well in that race. And he was really close to winning earlier, the last time he ran at Darlington National Speedway recently. I think he has a very high chance. He got dumped by Kyle Busch. He was making a run at Denny Hamlin. He had the best car at the end of the race. And Chase Elliott, I think, has a very high shot of winning the Southern 500. And the final driver is Brad Keselowski. Brad Keselowski is kind of underappreciated at this track. I think Brad Keselowski's put up some really strong numbers at this race. And I do feel very confident that Brad Keselowski could start off the playoffs really strong and possibly pick up his second Southern 500 victory. But anyway, before I get into the rest of this episode, I just want to say I want to thank you guys for 300 subscribers. Do 300 subscriber thank you video out here very soon. I got some really cool stuff coming around the corner. 400 to 300 subscribers. So once again, I want to thank you guys for helping me reach 300 subscribers. I really do appreciate it. Anyway, those are my picks for the Southern 500. First race of the playoffs, the round of 16. I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on so you get notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Links description below for that. And comment with your thoughts on today's video. Who do you think is going to be strong at the race? Who do you think is going to be the underdog? And who do you think is going to struggle at Darlington? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.